Menteri Perumahan dan Kerajaan Tempatan Datuk Dr. Ting Chiu Peh yang melawat kawasan kejadian menegaskan perbuatan menunding jari akan memburukkan lagi keadaan.
Tonight, live from our studios in Sydney, Australia, and beamed across Southeast Asia via satellite, 7-time Logie Award winner Brian Mulholland brings you more exclusives per capita, bringing you updates on sport, weather, and the latest groundbreaking news events across the nation and Southeast Asia, live on BMM.
I'm Brian Mulholland, this is The World, and this is my view.
Brian! Still jabbering my little glove puppet. Well, I'm going to welcome the good doctor home. The good doctor's been out there in the hills doing good. And all the while you've been sitting snug and warm in your little box. Ah, so sophisticated, so illuminating, so terribly, terribly agonisingly dull. Click. You again? You really are ubiquitous, aren't you, Brian? In the very air I breathe. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was...
Now to the weather.
Oh, an awful, hideous woman. Look what the good doctor's brought. Hungry, Need something substantial? Something real. Real people. Little, but real. Not one tortured Kafur amongst them. Dr. Kennedy Productions. There's a good boy. Hey-oh, yum yum, doctor, got some. Yeah, what? Dr. Kennedy mad, huh? Well, don't just stand there in the shadows. You're a good girl. A good young worker. Good worker, bike. Good, but Tidak bike, no good come in surgery. Surgery. Bilik Pemadahan, here, Dr. Hart. Bilik, doctor, Tidak bagus, no. Darling, you're a beautiful little thing. Sweet-natured, thick as a brick. Hey, yep, good old doctors line up a good old family in the good old US of A. And little do they know, little old Yale will never communicate a single English utterance. Huh? Will you, darling? Bagus. Big old burger-chomping, God-fearing family. You'll be able to watch Brain Dead Brian, Bintang, TV star Brian every night via BMM. Family. What's a Wandari Australia? Penty? Bagi saya pergi. Don't touch computer, okay? Surgery, hut, stay out. Selamat malam, adik. Pergi tidur. Pergi. Cassandra Chalmers. Speak of the devil. Speak of a precipitous cloudburst of hideous women. Cassandra Chalmers. Charming. Snake charming. Ah, the water one.
Hi, Doc. A bit weird, I know. There's a mic in the envelope. This one. Hope you're still on for the interview.
Yes.
Not too sure when you get back from the hills.
On the morrow, friend.
Cassandra still got jungle cuts.
Oh, I didn't.
So we're clearing out a couple of days early. So, fiasco. Back to what's. Dropped in to check with your wife Rose.
How goes the old flower?
She wasn't sure when you're back either. So, you've got a lot of professional grade equipment around your place.
Yes, got the plot. Use my camera.
How about we use your camera, record your answers, we'll find a park somewhere back in Sydney with a couple of palm trees. Voila! In-depth interview. Cassandra Chalmers, direct from the jungles of Thalaymore.
Smoke and
We'll
manipulation.
get you to a Cass at the embassy charge up.
Australians, all let us rejoice.
Cheers, Doc.
Snake charmed, I'm sure.
Straight stole, first night. How did we met? Sorry, guess the medication must have exploded on contact with alcohol. Hopefully we can pull a few heartstrings, get some dollars coming your way for the school.
Orphanage, my friend. Hopefully, yes.
Find a nice white background, thatched hut, something saying Asia.
Really?
Look at the king noddies.
Look at yourself. Please.
Okay. Pied Piper angle, a little bit on the rebel general. 5, 4, 3, 2. Dr. Kennedy, very few Western doctors have been permitted to work here in Thalaymore. However, you have not only stayed 7 years,
9.
but the indigenous Thalaymorese army leader, General Chin, has allowed you free movement and has even assisted in the building of a school.
Orphanage.
Long range.
Me long range. Me long range, you idiotic woman. Polo. I'll be tomorrow. Kurang ajar besok. Saya akan pergi ke bloody Kangong tomorrow.
Circulating on the internet for several days have suddenly caused a stir amongst political observers.
Yes, stirring by.
Thalaymore and what is already being dubbed the Australia Day scandal. With cyberspace awash with lurid images, little attention was given to a series of compromising images flooding the internet until it became known that it was in fact video footage of the young Princess Tay, a member of the Thalaymorese royal family.
You see, Brian,
Police
this
discovered
is
today that the
new.
source of the original transmission was the Australian Embassy in Thalaymore on January the 26th.
Whoops.
Further revelations have followed and it is now confirmed rival factions on the outskirts of the city of Kangong have already begun fighting. Staff at the Australian Embassy have reported hearing gunshots throughout the last 2 nights. We'll be bringing you more on Thalaymore as the story breaks, and this is This World at This Moment. I'm Brian Mulholland, and this is My View. Mulholland. Not interested, Mick. No, not interested in that either. Just plain not interested in anything much at all. Chalmers. Is she? And who? Over there at the moment. Yeah? Not interested. Now how can it be exclusive, Mum? We know we tell the whole bloody world. Yeah, they're very brave. Gunshots. Shit, eh? Intrepid. Yeah? Not interested. I exist from the waist up, Mick. Everything below that's withered and dropped off. Only time I stick my neck out is when I'm wrapping a decorative tie around it. I'm not a cynic. Trouble is I listen to myself. Bounced off scared shitless and landed on Mum. Stay at home, keep the bolts locked tight, I say. Give me the number then. Yes, I'll ring him. You're the cynic, friend. No, I won't. I'm telling you to bloody run.
Bang, bang, bang. Let's fellas. Fly, my pretties, chew some bone. So many of you out there whizzing and ricocheting, hot strays looking for me. One for Rosie, one for Troy. Bang, bang. Now, open wide and say ah. One shot of shrapnel and a head bang of splintered stars. One for Rosie. And one for Troy.
Things are getting nasty out there. Really should turn on the...
I can tell a lot about you just by the way you sit in the bath. The way you say the taste smooth, not for what.
Good for you.
You were a hard nut to crack. Indecipherable, purposely deceptive.
Good for me.
What sort of man would you describe yourself as, Troy?
The strong, talkative type.
You absolutely love women, don't you?
In comparison to who?
Absolutely everything about them.
Damn, that stuff's making you a bit detached.
How old do you think I am?
A woman?
Most clients think I'm a lot younger.
Clients, eh? Just above the shoulder blade there. Yeah, thanks.
Any idea how much some men would be willing to pay for me to bathe them? I'm a truly professional.
Yeah, you fell asleep very unprofessional.
Yeah? You also. Very careless.
I trust strangers.
I went through your wallet.
Trust you didn't find much.
I stole this.
That could get me deeply in the shit.
Okay, well, I went for a short while and I'll give it back as a gift.
Sounds fair. Why?
I refunded you money.
I'm impressed.
Thanks.
No, with me I'm impressed.
I was wrong about you, so I penalised myself, that's all. You're supposed to find and punish myself. That way, I don't make the same mistake twice.
Should I make the same mistakes over and over again?
You annoyed me to begin with, interrupted my grocery list. Thought you were one of those numb-cocked bastards who think they're drilling for me. Some bastards compete even when they fuck, going for gold. I looked at your face. It wasn't self-possessed. You were in another world. I put myself in your place and I found myself inside myself. You know, for me it's like a few moments of trust. A few moments of sublime surrender. That's the joy of it. Some women, the whole life surrender. It's the last thing I want from sex. I just want a chance to fucking scream. I'm trusting by nature, but you're one of the few I got wrong.
Chaotic scenes reported in Thalaymore as royalist troops round up suspects in the capital city, Yangon. As yet, no Western casualties have been reported. UN officials are confident of achieving a last-minute ceasefire in the Balkans. Although this was the 43rd ceasefire negotiated this year, an optimistic US Congress were confident this beat the former UN record by 15 ceasefires, 3 famines and 2 satanic dictators. News roundup. 9-car pile-up on the F8, 21 dead. Fine and mild, expected temperatures 19 degrees. Sorry, that should read 21 degrees and 19 dead.
Satellite dishes. The hills are alive with the sound of talking and watching, watching and talking. Headhunters watching and talking heads talking. Brian, I feel a presence. Ah, forlorn, all alone in a little lifeboat. Perhaps I should join you.
Back up. Women and children first.
Is that a reenactment of the Titanic I see between your legs?
Yeah, terrible tragedy.
But surely that went down on an iceberg, darling. Ah, serendipity. Just the man I wanted to see. Got your tape.
Hi, Doc. I don't bother seeing me out. I'll just crawl away down the plug hole.
Don't tell me. Name. Mythical city. Stolen woman. Wood. Horse. Troy. Tell me, Troy. Do you feel surrounded by hostile forces?
Strangely enough, I only feel that way in my own country.
Look, why don't you just go back up to the hills or into your bedroom and click a few buttons, stroke that little mouse of yours or whatever it is you do?
Technology. Don't we men love it? We've sublimated our fear of women into monogamous arrangement, the virtual reality.
Marriage changes virtually everything, really.
Except you and I, of course, Rose. I haven't changed a bit.
Yeah? Well, I've changed completely.
Well, just pass me a towel.
Yes, but nothing one couldn't gloss over with a few rudimentary acting skills. The strange tidbits turned up on the internet. Soft focus, soft pillows, soft music, soft porn. Rose had a fling in that particular film genre, didn't you, Rose?
Shut up, Buzz.
When you were young. Good. What was it called again?
Shut up and get yourself well and truly fucked.
Was ever a film more aptly titled?
You and I are supposed to have an arrangement.
Yes, but I sometimes find that arrangement a little bit annoying, my little sauerkraut. Isn't it time for your medication?
Look, I've got a plane to catch in the morning.
Every time I annoy you, it's time for my medication.
If that were true, I'd have you hooked up to a drip.
I am hooked up to a drip.
Yep, time to mosey along.
Sorry, this is the only part of our marriage that actually works.
Rose needs medication and I need company. Very ill is our Rosie. A pride of gluttonous aliens has taken to colonising her from within. Stuck their foreign flag in her plexus, then sent out occupying forces and the like. I should have guessed that journalists would go poking around in there eventually. Exotic, nothing catchy.
God, I hate it when you're like this.
Rose, could you hand me it?
I can see you've had my wife. Is there anything else I could offer you? A cure, post-connubial cigarette, coffee.
Oh, just a towel, thanks.
I insist.
Whatever, coffee's fine.
Good choice. I could pair women with coffee.
Only because you never drink it.
No, but I can smell it percolating.
Look, a man can feel guilty for only so long, okay?
I concur.
You divide and concur.
Touche.
Jesus Christ, whatever you two do, never decide to have children.
I have enough children to care for without some dreadful miniature of me defecating on the rug. But the good doctor's a little lean when it comes to housekeeping funds, so the good doctor's wife is forced to fall back on old tricks. Tell me, does he charge a lot for her performance?
The dollar gets a lot with the exchange rate. You go get yourself a personality.
And the cheap jewellery? A gift?
Stole it while he was sleeping.
Now that's more like it. I do hope you made the orgasm convincing.
Yeah, well, I believed it.
You must possess something very special.
Click.
Wild scenes are reported at the Australian Embassy in Thalaymore this evening. Embassy staff were jeered and pelted with refuse as they were being escorted to the airport.
With refuse as they were being escorted to the airport.
Has refused to comment until
Prime Minister has refused to
at the airport.
the airport
And
deported.
back on home soil, Sydney police are rounding up suspects of a ram raid gang preying on local celebrities.
Click a few buttons and voila! Starring our very own Princess Tay. Starring her fundament, to be more exact, from an angle unbecoming.
Well, that royal fundament just put Thalaymor on the map.
Indeed. Traced it back to the Oz Embassy. For we are young and free. What comes after free? Have you ever met anybody who knows the words to that diabolical anthem? Circumstantial though it may be, you might qualify as the prime suspect.
Me?
You're the cameraman.
I'm a journalist, not a paparazzi bastard. You've got more cameras than I have.
I'm a doctor, not a journalist, bastard. You've got more motive than I have. Butt naked. Embarrassing. No?
We're all born of this world butt naked, everything after that sheer profit.
Yes, but surely not at someone else's expensive humiliation. Tad unethical. Enjoy the embassy badge.
Nope.
Don't celebrate Australia Day with the same amount of enthusiasm as, she drinks. Your partner. Your talking head.
Medicinal, gut full of microbes.
Endemic dysentery. Sped up your departure somewhat.
Few days.
Few days should have got you and your film out of the country. Just before the embarrassment rose. Pack your valuables. We might take a short sojourn back up to the hills, said Sir General Chin. Interesting fellow. Indigenous Thalay. Poet, revolutionary, opium lord. Bit of an all-rounder, really. Loves journalists. His rallies rule here until the British. Oh, well, why am I telling you all this? You've heard it all before. I suggest that you and your partner leave via the same route.
What, with you?
No. Rose has a Jeep. Steal it! We expecting anybody, Rosie? It has a very policey sound about it.
More pity we can't spend more time together. I know could have grown to dislike you intensely. Bye, Rose.
Hey, you forgot your...
And she never saw him again. I thought you hated journalists.
That I do.
Hate the weather, your illness, perhaps even moi sometimes. Now, put up your arm and say,
Aren't we leaving?
Only the guilty run.
.8 needles.
Yeah, so many things to hate in this world and so little time to hate them all in.
News in brief. Ex-CIA, VIP, Ps and YMCA, Hep B, C and G, STDs, HIV and NYPD, and NRMA, RIP, without HELP.
I had this bloody epiphany. I saw God, like, bang! They had this big dude the day of Royal Highness arrived, back after a few years at Cambridge. Big deal, Cambridge. Fucking spare the rod, spoil the sex ruling class bastards. Now they pick her up at the airport in this stretch limo, big American convertible, worth a squill. You know, that king's not short of a quid, that's for sure. Meanwhile, the population's eating the dates off the calendar. And there she is, his daughter, the princess, waving at the people. Not people, the people. They're waving to her, she's waving at them, live telecast, the whole bit. Then the camera zooms in on this bunch of little kids, all teeth and rags and mud. And I recognise one of them. She looks 7, but I knew she was about 9 or so. Her father took a pot shot at me when we were clearing the jungle for the 17th and 18th holes. He used to live there. Nearly blew the arm off the poor bastard beside me. He turned out to be his relative or something. His arm was like hanging by a string. And I was keeping a personal record to work with this little Jack camera I bought. Digi-8, inbuilt Steadicam, colour viewfinder, macro for the big close-ups, automatic everything. Little killer, cheap as silicon chips. So I had to squeeze around using the camera like a telescope and I spot this bastard fair up the tree. Stupid. Me, that is. Another shot, bang! Missed again. You can't kill me, I'm the star of this movie. He's only 50 yards away, so I'm running towards him, leaves smacking the lens, camera clickety-click, clicking, and crack in the branches. I look straight up, another crack, and smack down he comes, bang, flat in his back. We saw one another for a split second. He's still with it enough to grab the gun. He would have shot, but I stuck the camera in front of my face. Changed it. A telescopic standoff. Both and close-up. Extreme close-up. Me with my Jap camera, and him staring back down the telescopic gun sights at this old WW2 Yank rifle. It cost a mint, the whole village must have chipped in for it. And he's broken, a peasant, poor and dirty. He looks embarrassed. He's trying to hide his poverty behind this beautiful weapon. And we're just like life support systems, so these two machines can admire one another. Yeah. And the whole world dropped like something punched in the guts. He just crumbled. I leant over him, and the movie went out of focus, so I clicked the macro on. There he was. His face was the bloody universe, Jesus Christ. I saw my hand come into frame to touch him. It's my hand. My hand connected to the palm button. That's me, I'm in Asia. Oh, that wasn't the epiphany, but that was when I saw it. His little girl, she was sitting on her heels amongst the leaves, rocking. I smiled at her and she smiled back. I'm building some crap-ass golf course in Asia. My hand is in Asia touching this man. I'm in Asia, and in the middle of Asia I could see myself reflected in his eye. I was filming myself in a man's dead eye. And I am in Asia.
ODs, but okay. Accusations of cyber rape continue over the Thalaymore affair, and Australian Prime Minister John Corgi made a stinging criticism of the Thalaymorese today on Talkback Radio. Thalaymorese people, he said, could no longer afford medical treatment, legal representation or education, and the growing gulf between the haves and have-nots showed a complete lack of understanding of what a government was all about. He further went on to criticise their environmental record, their continuing to kowtow to an irrelevant royal family, government corruption and their refusal to recognise the rights of the indigenous Thalaymorese. Meanwhile, things went from bad to worse last night when a Hercules transport aircraft evacuating the embassy staff and Australian citizens from Thalaymore ploughed into the runway at Darwin Airport. The sole survivor of the crash said his faith in an all-merciful God was the only reason for his miraculous escape. He said he was at loss, however, to explain why God chose to incinerate, terrify and dismember the other 132 victims. Grave fears are not for the lives of 2 Australian journalists known to have been in the area at the time of the Thalaymore conflict. An unconfirmed sighting suggests...
Brilliant! Now at first I thought it was a little stupid, Cass, but now I realise you're a genius, a brilliant genius. Drunk again!
I have been drinking, yes.
You're still drunk!
You think so? Thanks. Now keep peddling.
We wouldn't be peddling if it wasn't for you. We'd still have a car, but then geniuses don't need cars or clothes.
If you ask me, they're overreacting a bit.
They have guns, Cass! Guns with bullets! If they'd overreacted, they'd have made the bullets come out of the guns into the foreign correspondents.
Oh, so what's all this bang, bang, bang?
They'll leave us alone once we get out of their hills and back down to the rice paddies. They just want to see us crap our pants.
If I'd known they wanted me to crap myself, I could have saved a lot of trouble. Been crapping myself since the first day we were up in this mud-pie tropical hell. Everything in this country's got dysentery. The rocks have got fucking dysentery, for Christ's sake. Peg crapping's at the Thalaymorese national sport. The King's trying to get it introduced into the Olympics. They've stopped.
Told you.
You told me General Chin loved journalists too.
He did until he met us.
3 days riding through heat. And John
And say it, go on!
Okay, so I ran him over.
You ran him over!
I only hurt his foot a bit.
Broke his bloody leg!
Well, that hurts a bit.
A guerrilla fighter who survived 2 decades of warfare and you ran him over!
Well, what's he doing sneaking around the bushes like that?
Being a guerrilla fighter!
Then he took me such a wood over a sore foot.
Broken leg!
Just the bottom bit.
The bottom bit is the foot, this is not the bit you broke!
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever? Cass, for me, say you broke his leg!
I broke his bloody leg!
Thank you!
Okay.
Settle! We'll hear no more about it!
No!
Good!
Reports of can confirm the King of Thalaymore is dead. Sources in Bangkok rumour the King has taken his own life after blaming his family's behaviour for the wide escalation of bloodshed in Thalaymore. Some sources are saying the entire country has plunged itself into civil war, with major battles being staged outside the capital city, Kangong. Rebel leader General Chin, who is also rumoured to have suffered injuries as a result of a freak hit-and-run accident, has now launched a series of attacks taking advantage of the growing rift between the coalition government and the royal family. In an exclusive interview today with the Princess Tay, the Princess discloses her favourite pop star is Elton John. Movie Grease TV star Seinfeld, shown this evening on BMM at 7:30. The Princess describes her father as a quiet man who shot himself with a silencer. Marlon. Well, how would I know? The Princess sent it to me. Ask her. Yeah, well, you're boring too, Mick. Look, I'm back up in 20 seconds. Spill. Bangkok, me. Close to what? When they what? Yeah, you know, she and I, Cass and I, had a bit of, you know, once upon a long, long time ago. Asia? It's insane. You're insane. No, home, straight after the show. Don't ring me. No, home. Safe, warm, comfortable sleep. Yeah, rhymes with sheep. Bye.
Your delicate, intelligent forehead, all your mirth and wit and wisdom has fallen through that ghastly wound.
This is eye to eye shit, is it? Why ask me to pack? Why ask me to pack if it's gonna be the pint-sized dimwit bloody sim? Look at this, vicious prick. Why don't you come to Australia for a holiday sometime and I'll pick you up at the airport. Show you around. Yeah, show you around, fucking right. She says, look at this. Nola bought me that, you dippy. Think about it. Use your grey matter. Hiding out in a whorehouse, it makes sense, you dippy, skinny little whipper, snipper, spindly shit. Look at the ticket. Check the date, I could have left a week ago. You reckon I'd still be here if I did it? You reckon it should turn your attention to a few other problems in this country instead of spending all your time concentrating on an out-of-focus butthole. I was looking for someone, a little basketballist, yeah. Asked the head of your corrupt, money-sucking police boss. He's the one who told me to look into a whorehouse as. A week ago now, think about it. Head of police knows, but this country's rock spot of heaven. Plenty of kickbacks, is there? Poor little buggers. Loses a family, loses a dad, loses a whole bloody village, and out come the sharks and sniff the blood in their circle and I tip her out of the boat. Well, I've got an alibi. Alibi! Buy a dictionary and look it up, you ugly pussy mongrel shit! Collecting an audience, am I? Yeah, you're looking a bit sweaty. Step up, come on in, there's plenty to go around. You too, come on in. Dickie O'Connor's a little pissed off.
Oh, useless. I could have gone from frontline reporter to anchor. Now, CNN, BBC, General Chin, Princess Tay. Our shot at the big time, the lot. Bang, nothing. A genuine bona fide exclusive. Shit.
Exclusive? Spanish team did Chin last year.
Spanish? Bloody subtitles. Viewers don't read news, they want English. The real thing. How many people speak Spanish, for Christ's sake?
Mexico, Central America, Spain,
right, but how many of them can afford a television set? How many need Ambassador or sign up with Jimmy Craig, do you think?
My, you're a sensitive soul.
I'm bored, I've done my bloody time. I've got ideas, I want to cash in, sell out. I want a jacuzzi in Sydney instead of a bloodbath in Rwanda.
Well, I hate to bore you further, but see that bory, billowy, grey, black cloud thingy way off there? We're back. That would be Kangong. That would be this country's capital city on fire. That would be another one of your great ideas up in smoke.
Get fucked, will you?
Oh, what a retort! What a comeback! What a raconteur! You got me! Quick! Stop! I've got to write that down! G-E-T. Get. Get fucked. Don't mind if he is one day when I'm interviewing the US President, or maybe the Pope, you know, like when I get stuck for words. Yes, Mr. President, get fucked. Get fucked, Your Eminence, and I'll tell the Queen to go and get fucked while you're at it. Even better, I tell them to get fucked while you run over!
Lucky you over there!
Yes, wasn't that lucky?
Thought they were going to shoot you!
Was that when they stopped kicking me and stuck the gun in my mouth?
He recognised me!
Kept calling me Yankee imperialist!
He thought they'd have a satellite dish all the way up there!
Didn't believe there were black people in Australia!
He liked me!
Why wouldn't he? You ran him over after all!
Agreed when I explained how he and I were both oppressed!
Yes, terribly oppressed, Cass. That's why he stole your pants!
Stop running behind me, I hate you back there!
What, do you think it's a nice view, do you? Staring up at your luminous white butt.
I don't like it!
I don't much like it either, Cass. No, wait, there I'm starting to get into this. Yes, very attractive indeed. Really sets off the view with that in the foreground. What a great postcard that would make.
Let's ride side by side.
How romantic. Hey, you still got enough juice for that one exclusive phone call?
What?
We've got company.
Police? What side do you think they're on?
Why, you think there's someone left in this country you haven't offended?
I'll call Brian. They don't look happy, do they?
They look mightily pissed off.
Hello? Hello? Help me! Help, I've been assaulted, robbed in my own home. Call the police! My own home, what kind of world?
Keep your head down, you idiot, down! Brian, Brian!
Yes, it's me, my head's down. I need help.
Run! No, not there!
Hello? Hello? Help me. They did terrible things. They had masks.
Police everywhere.
Where are you?
Brian, are you there?
Yes, who is this?
This country's gone completely mad.
It's true. Help me, please. Hang on, call the police, please.
They're everywhere, don't Troy. Oh God, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad.
They wore masks on my face.
Trouble, trouble.
Replicas of my own face humiliated me.
I'm bugging.
Had their way with me, invaded my home, violated me.
Can you hear me, Brian?
With my own face.
Oh God.
How sick is that? Who are you? Where are you? Hello? Hello? What is that? Please, you've got to help me. My home's been invaded. I'm tied up. I'm hurt. I'm defiled. I'm ashamed. I'm on TV. Hello?
In this evening's 10:30 report, celebrity newscaster Brian Mulholland narrowly escaped serious injury after the notorious ram raid gang preying on Sydney celebrities violated his home. Aussie action hero Chuck Van Lee's career in tatters, and reliable sources confirm 2 Australian journalists, first feared to be dead, have been captured. Reports suggest 5 hostages are being held in the now empty Australian embassy in Thalaymor's capital, Kangong. Tennis.
This is terrible. I'm 400 or 500 feet into the sky. It's a terrible catastrophe, ladies and gentlemen. It's just smoke and flames now, and the plane is crashing to the ground. Not quite till more enough. Oh, the humanity. Test. 1, 2. Oh. 2. Humanity. Oh. Oh. How was that?
You got me tingly all over?
Herb Morrison, what an exclusive bloody Hindenburg. If only I could have been there.
Oh, the humanity.
May 6, 1937, but I would have sniffed that one out.
You've got a nose for catastrophe?
Didn't till a plastic doctor hacked it off.
Only the bit with personality.
Doctors, hate them. How ever let the network talk me into that one? Didn't ask Brian to chop his honker off. They're not cheap either.
And good nose can cost an arm and a leg.
It's bloody discrimination. And here am I still stuck like a bug on the glass ceiling.
Try it down here under the glass carpet sometime.
I'm going to buy my old nose back when I'm an anchor.
I preferred it. Now how do you feel?
Honky-dory, out of focus. I don't know. How do I look?
More honky than Dory.
Done the white balance?
All ready to run.
This could be the best doco ever made. A genuine exclusive. And we're the only Western journalists left in the country.
I'm not.
Not what?
A Western journalist, Cass. My mob was down under BC, and that's before Cook.
Yeah, and they've ordered us to do it. We're laughing or what?
I'm just trying to stop us.
This is great.
The best.
And Same as.
I think they left the boots on purpose.
This looks natural, don't you think?
Now, how do you want me to shoot it?
Warts and all, we'll edit out what we don't want later.
Edit. Strict instructions, no edits. They're dropping a box of tapes off every morning and picking them up every night. Princess wants to give us Western journalists and our own medicine.
You don't sound real excited.
Being old hostage.
Seize the day!
I'll seize the day tomorrow, thanks.
Over by the window. What do you say? Ready? Oh, Jesus! Looks like they got a whole bloody battalion out there to guard us. Check this! Some little prick's giving me the finger! Yeah! Swivel on that, you piece of fucking
5, 4, 3, 2...
This is Cassandra Chalmers reporting from inside the laundry of the ransacked Australian Embassy in Kangon. Apparently the entire staff has been expelled from the country, and it's rumoured other Western embassies have suffered a similar fate, along with tourists and foreign residents. We've been kept in the dark about the situation, however it seems there are 5 suspects.
Hey, where's my car?
Shush over there!
You shush!
Oh no, not you.
Surprised you remember, you were shit-faced.
I'm trained to recall bad news, not another lecture.
Journalism is a low profession.
Talk about low professions. Can't you sell it in your own country? You realise what a poor impression of Western women you give in Asia?
Yeah? Well, what do you give? Take their pictures, take their stories, take the credit.
Oh, and you give head. I stand corrected.
If you two would have escaped like you were supposed to, they would have assumed it was you, and none of us would have been arrested. What happened to my car?
Your car? Where do you fit into all this?
Hello, Rose.
Oh, so you two have met.
Bet you did it, didn't you? You wouldn't know what you did. Jesus, I heard journalists.
You don't seem to mind that journalist.
He's not a journalist, he's a poet.
A poet? God! What's that you got there?
Troy gave it to me.
You what?
It was a letter.
I gave that to you. It was... Give it here.
Oh, when you get my car back, thanks.
You'll have to talk to General Chinny Chin Chin about that.
General camouflaged himself as a speed hump, made the same noise when we hit him too.
Don't tell me you call it leader as well.
As well as what?
Head of the opposition party was assassinated this morning. The king shot himself last night. Did you go to the Laurel and Hardy School of Journalism or something, did you?
Christ, we only ran over his leg. Bloody drama queen.
10 days and you bring the entire country to its knees.
I had nothing to do with that princess internet crap.
Oh, we all say that, don't we?
Well, come on, Rose, let's not... You know how to use a camera too.
True, I got a tape of you I could blast into cyberspace if you like.
Just doing a couple impersonations.
In the bar.
Naked. Jesus, Troy, that'd be funny to see on the impersonation.
Of you?
Yeah. Well, that's the price of fame. Okay, so we ran over some puffed up little would-be Castro.
You were driving, of course.
What? Poets don't smash cars, I suppose.
No, but I've seen you dance.
You what?
Here at the embassy. Totally uncoordinated, but you would remember that I shot the smithereens.
Jesus, Troy, dancing. Was it?
I don't know whether I call it dancing exactly.
At the embassy? No, with who?
Some bloke named Dick, appropriately, by yourself mostly.
Why didn't you tell me?
Shame job, embarrassing.
Embarrassed for me, dancing by myself?
Mostly.
That wasn't the impersonation, was it?
Strutting on a table, skirt hitched up like a 2-bob stripper. Unco? Jesus, you must have bucked a few off in your time, not an ounce of rhythm. Anyone who can't even clap in time's got to be a lousy lad.
Troy, help me here.
Well, I thought you were clapping just fine. Loud anyway.
I am not a lousy lad.
Oh, far from it.
Come, who are you?
Right, go on, Cass. Dickie O'Connor. How you doing, Troy?
Appropriately, Dick.
Hey, remember Rose here and the doctor, sure?
Yeah, sort of.
Oh, well, you were pretty stonkered.
Wasn't that bad?
Well, don't tell me you don't remember. We're one another's alibi. You gave me this.
Take me out and kill me! Shit me! I want to die!
You may get your wish. I wouldn't stand too close to that window if I were you.
Wouldn't want your charming thoughts decorating the ceiling.
You've got to be kidding me.
Unlike the Brits, these people have yet to become accustomed to having their royal family's orifice jammed under their noses in extreme close-up.
Hey! Remind you of anyone, fellas? Yeah, well, stop you two. Geez, that gets a rise out of them. That young Sheila sure got shit on the liver.
I've been stuck in a cell with this man for 3 days.
Oh, well, she has.
Meaning the Princess Tay is a little peeved.
Oh, well, she'll settle down. Now, I don't want to sound chauvinistic, but I don't reckon young ladies should be allowed to run countries.
No, house triple bypass, billionaire media barons, and other assorted old codgers.
Men and old shills will be okay. You know, women go on about how they're more peaceful than men. But if my Mrs. Nola was running the country, you'd have a war every month like clockwork.
No, you think all here as a result of the princess's menstrual cycle. That it.
Well, can't help, can it?
I went to bed with this man, I don't believe it!
Ted? Oh, geez, you don't remember, do you? We were out the back of... Don't worry, I wouldn't tell Nola about it. She's a big fan of yours. I tell you what, lucky for you, no one was waving a video around when you're up on the table. All I meant was that it wouldn't be real good for your career. Maybe you could sign one of those photos you gave me.
Yes, good, yes.
Look, no one's going to get shot. She'll settle down in a couple of days and the world will be beautiful again.
Horny little PC geeks are bouncing her butt around in cyberspace. The country's at war, her father's dead.
She's upset about her father, but there's no point in spitting the dummy into what?
He blew his brains out.
When my old man ran out of rego, we didn't go looking for people and blame them. We had a few drinks, a few laughs. We're all just passing through life. Some of us are going quicker than others.
I've been stuck in a cell with this man for 3 days! He's driving me insane!
Well, you're the one supposed to be running those orphanages up in the hills, but you refused to help me find them.
I didn't refuse! I'm just a little bit more concerned about our present incarceration. I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation.
Incarceration? Geez, you do talk like a pond.
You're not thinking of filming us, I hope.
Order 2, Royal Command Performance.
Oh my God, that was all on tape. All that about me and the... You've got it right.
I can't! You don't know!
That's invasion of privacy.
I agree.
Think that's the whole idea? Payback time. Got anything personal you want to get off your chest, better save it up for the bathroom and share it with yourself in the mirror.
Oh, so the bathroom's private, is it? Well, that's mighty civilised, huh? Well, let me put it on the record. I hate it.
I don't mind.
I couldn't care less.
3 against 2, democracy rules. This embassy is Australian soil, we're the population. Now, do these Thalaymor some good to see Australian democracy at work. Soon egalitarian, multicultural, classless republic in action. We're Aussies, and as long as we stick together, we're right. All for one and
One brick short of a load. Shit, classless republic?
Well, don't tell me you're a royalist, you of all people.
English Queen, Anglo President. What difference does that make to me and my family? Like asking us whether we prefer to jam our nuts in a mince machine or a coffee grinder.
I think we're going to need a leader here. You folk all look a bit confused.
Shut up, you stupid Mick Twit!
Them's as fighting words.
Why? We're all Aussies together. One big, happy, mix-em bowl of cultural tolerance.
Yeah, I'm proud of my Irish heritage.
Who cares? My family migrated from Ireland as well.
Yeah, when?
I was born there. That makes me more Irish than you.
North or south?
North.
Orange or green?
Neither.
It can't be neither. What were you christened?
It's irrelevant.
Do you know what he was christened?
I don't care, I'm a Buddhist.
What? A vegetarian? Oh, no wonder you need all those injections. Young women should eat red meat, plenty of it.
Yes, stab a big old heifer in the neck, knock its horns off, wipe its ass and bung her on the plate. They're alive, they're living things.
Cows are just big vegetables, really. I mean, what part of a cow isn't grass?
My God, you are stupid!
Church of England or Roman Catholic?
What's England or the bloody eye tie's got to do with it?
You got something against Italians?
Me? I don't give a shit about it.
Wogs, reforms. My father migrated from Milano after the war. Wouldn't have guessed that, would you?
Not from your last name, I wouldn't have.
You're saying I'm ashamed of my name.
No, I'm saying you changed it.
You think I'm not married?
Yes, unmarriedness emanates from every fibre of your being.
Ah, see you there.
Australia is the most secular country in the world.
Well, I was married. He got old. I got poorer.
Would you let my son marry your sister?
I don't have a sister.
You got any brothers?
One, but he's adamantly heterosexual.
You're saying my son's not?
I'm sure he is. Just that he's fucked a few blokes who aren't.
Oh, those is fighting words.
Hey, you've got one brother and no sisters. Figure it out.
Bloody prod. Prod Pom. Why is it you prods have kids?
I love children.
Yeah, we haven't got any.
Well, Rose is quite ill and we
Hey,
haven't...
wait on. Our doctor has a slight problem, or so he says.
Now, come on. Let's not air our laundry in public.
I'm not as clean as a whistle. Blood pressure tablets work. Pressure dropped along with everything else.
Typical Pommy. You ain't get us a step up the lip.
Okay, Advanced Australia bloody fair. You got me. I'm a whinging Pom. You're a dumb Mick. Troy's a black bastard. Cass is a wog. And Rose is a kraut bitch.
Bitch! Bitch! Don't you ever let me hear you call any woman bitch, you pencil, dick, Anglo, Celtic, patriarchal, public school, snotty-nosed, upper-class, sexist male, cunt!
Excuse me, a what?
I don't need you to fight my battles.
Yes, you do. You're single-handedly taking the women's cause back 20 years.
A what?
I'm sorry, Noel, but I'm falling in love with that woman.
I am not from an upper-class family, far from it, so you explain to me why, in this little world that we now inhabit, I can't call my wife a bitch, but you can call me a male.
Say it. I was using genital slang in an ironic sense, in juxtaposition.
Otherwise, slang for reproductive organs is out.
Unless they're non-gender specific.
There is such a thing as a poor Protestant family, you know. I had a non-gender specific reproductive organ of a time putting myself through university. We were poor.
Well, how come you talk like a punk?
I don't, I'm just educated.
Yeah, so university makes you better than us, does it? Well, I went to
If you say hard knocks, I'll puke.
Right, well, I'll get you a bucket. Now, university doesn't mean diddly squat. What do you say, Sandra?
Oh, so you think because I'm a woman I didn't go to university?
Did you?
Yes, I did.
What do you reckon, Troy?
You wouldn't be stereotyping me, would you, Dick?
Troy's got a master's.
Shit, eh? Rose?
Theo,
You mean I'm the only one?
don't go all glum on a stick. There are only bits of paper with a bit of fancy writing.
Yeah, well, people say that about money, too.
I'll tell you what, Dick. If your son works real hard, gets himself a good education, a good job, well, maybe I can introduce him to my sister.
Oh my God, we got a lay on tape as well.
Well, let's call this Act 1, a multicultural, egalitarian Australia in action. War. What an unabashed circus of preening and somersaulting. Rich men get to make deals, virtuous men get to exercise moral indignation, and the poor get to vent their rage at the high and mighty. Pretend every other poor bastard we murder is a Hitler or a king or some dominant male blocking our entrance to the jade gates. But war over the woman. Mother, Mother Earth, Earth, Mother, Mother Country. Mothers and lovers, terrifying with their rituals, taboos, their boundaries, secret passwords and exotic odours. Do hope you made the orgasm convincing, Rosie. Tad unethical, prime suspect, prick. Little pups with average dicks and big guns, getting homicidal if another bloke chats to our sister, our wife, or looks at our daughter's ass. We're piddling around the boundaries, sniffing each other's butts and howling up to Mother Moon. Look at me! Look at you, clever little boy. Won't you break a few girls' hearts when you grow up? Hold me to your breast, Mama. I want to purr, I want to suckle sleepy milk. I want to snuggle to your breast lover and plant a tiny seed invincible like me. Surely my deeds impress you, says he, says we, says me. Please, give us the nurture and praise we need. We'll kill ourselves if you don't. We'll kill you. We'll murder the whole fucking world.
Yeah. Bang, bang. Men. Men. I like men. Not all of them, but as a gender, I like them. Wouldn't give up this to be one. Contrary to common belief, women do not suffer from penis envy. It's a preoccupation in the realm of men. Trouble is, spend their whole life trotting behind a carrot. The man can't lead his cock, he's doomed to follow in its wake, dressing it up with wallpaper, bonnets and armour, dying of penis envy while skipping along behind their love tackle. The divining rod, searching for the Holy Grail, trying to find the warrior inside. Scared shitless. Clubbing each other to death in search of a sacred cup. Clubbing us women to death as well. Trying to solve the riddle. What? Where? God on high, show the way to the Grail, the sacred receptacle. Have I found it? What do you think it really is? A vessel? A chest? The secret of life? We'll build a cathedral, a temple, the Taj fucking Mahal. Well, here it is. Mystery solved. You came out kicking and screaming, and you just won't shut up. Here it is. Proud. Silk. It's not scary at all. Throw down your weapons. Here's the tabernacle, the chalice, the perfumed garden. From here comes the body and blood of the Godhead. Hey! It's over here, boys. We've been sitting on it all these years. And if you want it, you can pay for it.
5 hostages are being held in the now empty Australian embassy.
Late to bloom you were, gaunt in youth, spindly in your teens, gangly and girly as a young adult. How I envied the breasts and rotund derrieres of other women, smouldering fecundity, every footstep fertility rite, voluptuous feminine bouquets. And there you were, frog bottom, pea-breasted, androgynous frog bottom. You amazed me when you appeared in a mirror. I knew what I looked like, and that wasn't me. What on earth my husband saw in that poor asexual little creature. Not that I disliked your appearance. I looked like a nice little girl, cute. I'd play with you, but she wasn't me. Come on, I'd say, pucker up, little girl. Give your sister a kiss. Our mouths would touch. Siamese twins joined at the lips. But as we entered maturity, things began to bubble and change. Electric eels in pain, lava in pain, crack and heave, and the little boy's raspberry bottom transformed into a pear. Bosoms appeared. Real live woman's bosoms. Me. Age somehow gave me the cool smoke of sexual allure. The girlishness evaporated, and that was me. Funnily enough, I woke poor old Mr. Chalmers out of his libidinous slumber. We'd intimidated him, I suppose, seemed to have whacked him in the groin with a cold spoon. However, on viewing this woman, a familiar though somewhat wear-worn old dinosaur popped its head out of the sexual quagmire and came lumbering toward me. It wasn't too ghastly, I mean. It only lasted about 20 seconds. Then one morning I heard a definite glug-glug as he waded back into the tar pit, disappearing, crestfallen, head bent in sorrow. Puff, the flaccid dragon. Blue scales fell like rain.
Okay, in 5, 4, 3.
Thank you too, Nick. No, not a thing. No, not so much as a 3-second grab. I haven't got a clue, couldn't give a shit. I don't care less, I'm not interested. Yep, sold the house. Top floor now, Fort Knox. Ditched the stinking cats, dumped the stupid tools, pissed out the fuel tank and the bloody lawnmower. All gone. World's locked outside where it should be, out there. They are. The embassy still. You see, everything's the bloody same. News is always the same. Few characters change. Different hero pulls a different kid out of a different stormwater drain. Different teenager goes ballistic with a different gun. I couldn't care less. I'm not interested. Oh, well, I'm glad she did a good job. If she wants mine, I couldn't give a shit. Oh, she has, eh? Yep, see it. Yes, right in front of me. Princess Tay still. Hasn't one of the Brit Royals flashed the little white wieners and knocked her off the #1 spot yet? No, that wasn't a real question. No, I don't want to. No, I don't. Look, I'll read it as it is. Princess Tay, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Princess, here in Australia, Leonard McSmythe Sloan has claimed not only were you and he lovers, but he was in fact the other body in the now famous set of images mysteriously circulated on the internet.
Yes, my father's death was a tragedy. Our country has now plunged itself into civil war.
An ex-Cambridge classmate of yours stated you were once romantically linked with heartthrob soap star Randy Libido.
Yes, Brian, the hostages are safe and well.
And at one time linked with a member of the British royal family.
Perhaps, but we do intend to detain them only so long as it takes for us to unearth the person or persons responsible and punish them appropriately.
Is it true he's gay?
In the meantime, I've deprived them of any contact or news from the outside world.
Are you gay?
No, let me assure their family and friends I have absolutely no intention of causing any physical harm to any of the hostages.
Apparently you were the first person to discover your father's body after he shot himself in the head. Could you share with us the emotions you felt at that moment?
Of course. Once the hostages are free, I intend to release a video of the guilty party's most humiliating behavior during confinement. This will be placed on the internet and sent to all major networks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
What day is it? Lost track without a team. Sunday, you think? Feel like a Sunday.
Feels like a Sunday to me.
Yeah, Sunday. It does feel like a Sunday.
God, I hate the rubbish women go on with.
Well, I reckon it feels like a Sunday too.
Well, it is Sunday, you fool!
This is Brian's view on a fine and mild February 19. An anti-Australian sentiment is running high in Thalaymore, with hundreds of citizens associated with the Australia-Thalay copper mine deserting the land onto sinking ships. Meanwhile,
we're the most boring program I've ever seen. I hate it.
I hate to admit it, but I do miss my daily catharsis of abusing Brian.
Can't stand it. Let's draw straws.
Why? I know I didn't do it. Rose is far too lazy, and Dick has an alibi. Namely, an inebriated tryst with a gravel-rash Miss Chalmers. So that leaves our camera-toting so-called journalist friend here.
Shut up.
Oh, she is, and why would he put it on the net?
Ah, the fair maiden to the rescue, with emphasis on fair and a small M for maiden. Complicated profession, lover boy. My guess is, without the aid of 3 years of university, that one presses this little red button here.
Oh, it's your line out front north button, you shut up.
Ding, ding, ding. Back to your corners.
What are you smiling about?
Shut up!
You shut up!
How about we all shut up for a while?
You shut up too. You ridiculous.
Right, come on. Things aren't too bad. We've got food, couple of crates of grog left. Rose gets a medication, not a bad view. Good company.
shut up! On this February the 26th, a belligerent Nola O'Connor has criticised the Prime Minister's handling of the hostage drama and has made an impassioned personal plea to the Reverend Jesse Jackson, or any respected politician of African descent, to take over negotiations for her husband and the other 4.
4 more days. We've been here a month.
One last case has got left.
Yeah, let's scoff the lot. They've left it so we'll make fools of ourselves. Good. Let's knock it over, celebrate. When the dust settles, do a rethink on the situation. Yeah, I know. Shut up, Dick.
Why not?
Count me in.
Sure.
Seeing everyone's being so bloody convivial,
Prime Minister Corgi refused to meet with Mrs O'Connor today while he was on the election trail, kissing hands and shaking babies on the cold coast. Sorry, that should read Gold Coast. This is March 2, and this is...
I said, look, mate, don't be so bloody thin. Whack! Oh, I gave him one right on the chin, chin, chin. Bang!
Drive today on the stairs of Parliament House when Doris Gulpin, grandmother of Troy Gulpin, and the now famous Mrs O'Connor, who is of Filipino descent, both wrestled a member of the One Clan party to the ground after a heated exchange of words. This is Brian's view, March 3 on a fine and...
oh, very little body here, me. Apart from my head, of course. Sleek and smooth. Feel my arm.
Oh, piss off, you weird bastard.
Troy?
Update, March 3. Rebel leader General Chin has died of complications from a leg fracture suffered from a hit-and-run accident on a remote jungle track. Up until his dying breath, Chin screamed an uninterrupted tirade of obscenities directed at journalists. And coming up after the weather.
Tell me, Troy, what does it feel like being an Aboriginal?
What kind of stupid question is that?
Well, let me rephrase it.
No, don't. I can't answer that. I can't explain it, but I can help you feel it for a second or two.
What, a bit of tribal magic?
You'll have to trust me.
One witch doctor to another?
Yes. Now, I'll need a volunteer from the audience. Rose, if you don't mind. Remove the doctor's watch and other valuables.
Watch.
Watch?
Watch.
What? Identity.
Identity.
Money.
Money. Now, doctor, put your hands over your ears and close your eyes.
This is all very scientific. You're not going to hurt me now, are you?
Solemn oath. Trust. No peeking. Now, Rose, slowly in an anti-clockwise circle, spin the doctor slowly. Building speed, building speed, building speed. Careful!
Hey, that's my woman! My watch! My wallet! That's mine too! Trust you, you thieving, lying, lascivious! That hurt!
Class dismissed.
Australian Foreign Affairs Minister attributes the hostage situation to cultural difference. Asians, he said, were an inscrutable people who have great difficulty in pronouncing their R's. They love martial arts, have an irrational fear of losing face, and although he found their women attractive, they were nonetheless still an extremely dangerous people. He further went on to say, in spite of Princess Tay's assurances, he fears the hostages' lives are in great danger and the Australian government was doing everything they could possibly do. Having said that, there was nothing they could possibly do without losing face in the Ouijan.
Succulent. My God, I love the power it has over me. You can press your thumb against their flesh and the skin springs back with no more trace than a vanishing pink blemish. Not so much as a fingerprint, no sweat. And if by chance they do, it's more like condensation on a clean glass. Pure beads, fresh as fruit salad. At that age, even their odours are never unpleasant. Their only smell is a sleepy hangover that sometimes wafts behind their ears, hot beneath their polished black hair. Beautiful, erotic, none of those dreadful dairy shed vapours their lactating fat-hearted mothers exude. A fate that will befall them all, sadly, as they transform into women, from butterfly to grub. I hate the smell of sex, male or female. I hate my own smell. Wheat germ. This all noxious jungle steam, mangroves and mud and ooze. But then, they smell so sweet. Like an orchard, all green shoots and blossom. The grain of their downy marble cool skin. Little button nipples, all blush and peach fuzz. And they do so love me, and I them. My little orphans. Hopeless. Dig them out of the mud, hose them off, and... precious little girls. Princesses. How I miss you.
And fighting seems to have subsided since the death of Indigenous rebel leader General Chin. But hopes of an early release was dashed when Princess Tay refused to meet with the Reverend Jesse Jackson. Tay did, however, reiterate she would cause no harm to the prisoners. Meanwhile, a Royal Australian Naval Patrol boat has intercepted yet another Thalaymorese vessel off the far north coast filled with boat people. A spokesman for the boat people today claimed that they were not, in fact, boat people, though he did admit that they were people, and in fact in a boat. Some of the boat people in the boat were assaulted by an unnamed person known to have been a peaceful personal friend with an anti-personal assault weapon and personality disorder, which when accidentally discharged kills several friends with friendly fire. Numerous Conservative leaders are using the incident as a reason not to grant political asylum. Quote, "These boat people don't have a bloody clue," said Pauline Clucks at the One Clan party.
Look at that! Bloody crow's feet! Good! I like them! Gives me character! Bloody hopeless! Who done it? Not me! I still say we escape! Go! Next time the guard comes in to swap the tapes, we jump all over the little one-eyed shit, snatch his gun. Anyone here any good with a gun? Bloody royal assholes! Powdering and pampering and rolling your butts in breadcrumbs like Dan DeVille. What? You think cherry blossoms and lemon peels drop out of that ugly big bloody rump? Losing face? Forget the face, honey. Lose a bit of that big old Maximus gluteus. It's a greedy looking thing. Looked like a Blake's. Looked Russian. Someone altered that video. Her head and ass didn't match.
No one's head and ass match, Cass.
Yours do, Troy. They're identical. You could screw your butt off, jam it on your neck, and no one would know.
I think she's got a nice bottom. A woman's bottom, fulsome like a pear.
Yeah, like a pair of pigs fucking in a sack.
Thank you, please.
You all give yourselves a shocking mental bashing. All those wizards back in Land of Bowls will be sorting this young Sheila out. Don't you reckon? I mean, what's the worst you can do?
I saw a woman publicly flogged in Pakistan just for being accused of committing adultery.
Shit, what did the bloke get?
He got to commit adultery?
You live here, Buzz. What sort of punishment do you think our princess will dream up for us all if no one has the guts to step forward?
Something involving a lot of, what's that word I hate, dearest?
Pain.
Yes, the P word. When the first settlers arrived here, they told stories of unspeakable atrocity. Beheading was quite the popular pastime.
Headhunters? What are these people?
Yeah, the French settlers, but it just goes to show what people are capable of.
Okay, Rose. Put yourself in the princess's position for a second. What would you do to the guilty party?
Execute the bastard.
Execute? What sort of vegetables do you eat? Cass?
Some bait stuck my butt on the internet. I'd send Lorraine a bob at a plane ticket and a blunt axe.
That's the shimmy of the man.
I told you, women more violent than men.
Then perhaps I should point out, though, Colin, that our princess is a woman. Probably killed a lot of us, Mark.
Over a few lousy pictures. Bloody barbaric. I've been having that rethink in Nebraska. It might be about time I took control of the situation. Had a word with that young princess.
Yeah, you can give me a theory on the psycho-menstrual cycle.
Yeah, I might do just that.
Right, we're down to our last bottle. Someone better run up fast.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell her.
You don't think the punishment quite fits the crime, Mr. President, unelect?
Matter of fact, I don't think the penalty fits the so-called crime.
Then perhaps we should find a crime to fit the punishment.
Why let someone get executed for a practical joke?
And behold, the greatest turnaround since Mrs. Lot spun towards Sodom. Keen to save Loverboy, aren't we, sweetie?
Yeah, Rosie, I thought you said you'd execute.
Not if someone in this room's maybe committed a real crime.
Real? Like what?
Like environmental destruction.
Or soliciting.
Or drunk driving.
Or malpractice.
Or coveting thy neighbour's wife.
Yeah, that's the idea. Now we up the ante.
Escape goat.
Sacrificial lamb.
No, it's un-Australian.
Kangaroo court, they're not patriotic.
Oh, well, if you think so, Cass, it might be worth a go.
Okay then. What crime's serious enough for a hanging back in Oz?
Well, of course, being an original inhabitant's always been a popular bloody choice.
I think treason was the last one.
Rape still should be.
I agree. Any of you fellas ever raped anyone?
Here we go.
What about if a woman rapes a man?
How do you rape a man?
Ask your friendy.
Why have you tried, have you?
No, she might have, but I was willing, so it doesn't count, really.
Remind me, what is it we women find so irresistible about your dick?
Oh, I attribute a lot to the invention of alcohol. Like once women get the beer goggles on, I'll scrub up real good. Like some people are photogenic, guys just look handsome to females when they're pissed.
That would be alcogenic, then, would it?
Right, it's a curse to the fatal charm.
I didn't touch him, it's impossible.
It's possible.
Men have got a choice. If you don't want an erection, no amount of well-aimed blows to the head will induce it.
Oh, you think this bloke here and this bloke here are the same fella, do you? Well, there is no communication.
I agree. They have absolutely no control.
I didn't mean that, just me and my peacemaker here have got different tastes sometimes, but I get to make the decisions.
Okay then, first of all, rape of both female and male in our little Australia, girt by dirt, is now a hangable offence. Next.
And children?
That goes without saying.
Wasn't Dick found chasing some little lass around the city? Arrested you in a brothel, didn't they?
I'm going to river dance all over those ivories of yours in a minute, Doc.
Let's just drop that subject altogether then, shall we?
Ever have any trouble with that, Buzz?
You hear accusations that children make things up? I hope you're not accusing me.
Heard about do-gooders like you on the missions.
I'm not religious enough to be a child molester.
Must be big dough on orphanages.
I made mine buying and selling the local art. Thanks.
A lot of cubs on the mission doing that as well.
Yes. Well, whatever that means, I'm sure I'm as guilty as hell.
I don't like the local paintings, weird, squiggly shit. What about his legs?
Some bastard bulldozed them to stick in a golf course.
Squiggly shit. You sure you don't hail from South Philistine?
Oh, I admit I don't know what's good, but I know what I like.
I don't know what I like, but I know what's good. You're better off accusing me of murder. Now that should be a hangable offence.
Okay, ever killed anyone, Buzz?
Of course, I'm a doctor.
Ever say like question?
The mortality rate for humans is incredibly high, 100%. Immortality is very tricky, Rosie.
And very expensive.
Let's cheap.
Like, now come on, I know the pommy got used to in the act of mouth-to-crotch resuscitation. This court's getting down right now. Now nobody here's never killed nobody. Next it'll be the ugliest or the oldest or the sickest.
Yeah, okay, why not? I'm the sickest, who's the oldest. Life expectancy in Thalaymor's about 45 for the poor.
Young, stay pretty.
How young?
Younger the better.
Age has got nothing to do with it. All the women in my family live so long we have to take them out back when they're 110 and beat them to death with a brick.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Like Rose says, she's sick. Me, I'll probably live another 50 years.
Must be a brick in here somewhere.
How sick are you, lovey?
Ask my good doctor.
Rose has a very complex condition. It's totally irrelevant.
Sounds real bad.
Last time a quack said complex to me, I ended up in intensive care. Want to see the scars?
I've seen it. Cagey bastards, doctors. One tried to rip out my pituitary gland.
Prostate, you fool!
Of course I was laying down, you idiots.
Operations involvement, Rosie.
Inoperable. Oh, Jesus, that is bad.
Yeah, they give him that a lot of thought.
No, it's not a crime to be sick like that. Now, I've got a new plan. I'm pretty handy with one.
One what? Exactly.
Gun! I'm pretty handy with an automatic. Haven't you been saying you want to skate and blast your way out of here?
Hey, I didn't want to hurt anyone.
Hey, Rose distracts him. Troy and Buzz grab him, and I take the gun.
What? You think I can't distract him?
He's got an eye for Rosie.
He's got an eye for me too, you know.
He only has one eye.
Now, Buzzy, he smokes the lingo.
Excuse me.
I snuck out the window a couple of nights back, very adorable.
Go home, red-blooded or what?
Thank you, madame. Now, I'll admit to it, so if we get caught, I get the blame, right, Singe? Let's do it. I took the video of the princess. They're all innocent, I'm guilty. I snuck in, took it, then click, banged it on the internet. Right, don't you with me?
You know, you get a certain look about you on the screen when you're assertive.
The big goggles are steaming up.
You're a handsome man, really. Okay, then, yeah, I'm with Dick. Let's do it.
You kidding me? I wouldn't go anywhere with ridiculous Dick. I mean, this is Dick. Dick who we've been locked up with. 30-second delay, Dick. How are you going to find your way anywhere?
We'll steal a helicopter.
Oh, this is a good plan. Yeah, you with a gun, right? Now you're a helicopter pilot as well.
No, well, I can fly one.
Dick, spell helicopter.
Oh, you don't have to be able to spell the fly one, you know?
No, but by gosh, you could help.
That's all figures and numbers and quick reflexes and calculations.
Dick, did you say quick? Dick and quick. Can someone spot the problem with this sentence?
Don't try to set me a problem.
No, I hate watching you try to think. It depresses me. Buzz, you're an educated man. What would you say are numerical chances of escaping are?
Me? I'm a newit.
You? What do you do in an emergency when you've got to make a lightning calculation to save someone's life?
I live in fear of that sort of crisis.
Come on, Dick, give us the full plan.
Plan, all right. Here's the plan. The guard comes in. We distract him, grab him, take his gun, his uniform, poke him in the eye, tie him up, then we shoot Dick!
And back to square one. What a surprise. We all know who's responsible. Our man who has the camera.
So what? So have I.
And so is Rose.
And so have you.
So have you!
Fuck all of you, everyone shut up!
I did it.
You?
Yeah, that's alright by you.
Don't go all histrionic on us, darling.
Look, I've just admitted to it. We've got an escape plan.
Rose has these intermittent flirtations with suicide. I think it might be time for...
Not another needle, never, hate it no more. If I'm gonna die, then good, let's make it quick.
Your condition isn't that bad.
Incurable's a little ill, isn't it? Terminal's a tad seedy.
I exaggerated a little.
The only cure is the use of the drugs and preparations grown only in Thalaymor.
Well, I mean...
So you told her she was dying?
Implied!
Why?
What? Why?
I'm doing important work. I needed company.
I did it.
What? It's not as if you ever touched me except to fill me up with drugs.
Well, Dick, call it that great escape. We've just unearthed our crime. Intermittent flirtations with suicide, tad unethical.
I did it.
My stupid prank didn't start a country on a murderous rampage, friend, as did yours.
I'll say you did it.
You've already said you did it, dearest, on tape.
I did it!
You see now, Sinn Féin wants to take the credit. Flip a coin and you're both so damn keen.
There's no need to flip a coin.
Dick's got an alibi.
We'll make you admit it.
I just acknowledge my indiscretion to save your skin.
The skin you so love jabbing holes in.
It was me.
Well, let's zoom in for a nice close-up.
And how do you plan to extract this false statement?
All for one and one for all, hey Dick?
So you commit a crime to force me to admit to a crime that I didn't commit. Isn't this little Aussie microcosm shaping up well?
I did it, right? I did it. I done it. That's who? Me.
He's lying, I was there.
Just won your appeal ticket, Connor. You're a free man.
I did it, not him. I can't let you admit to commit a crime, so you'll commit to whatever the fuck he said. Cheers, Your Honour. Your Honour, O'Connor. Extenuating circumstances. Dick here had an epiphany. Princess returned and the camera zoomed in and I saw her. The little one with the smile. Live telecast, stick figure, little in rags, smiling and waving to her princess. And there it was in a single picture. Dirt poor and filthy, stinking rich. I was like one block away, sitting in my hotel room, so I was there in a flash. They spied me coming, 7 or 8 of them, mostly little girls, me all out of breath like some sweaty western ped. They just bolted in every direction, took off like the clappers. I scared her again. Anyway, that was that. At the party, the Advance Australia Day soiree, the young royal herself turns up. They make a fuss or what? And I started putting 2 and 2 together. I'm not suggesting that
Australia isn't a much loved and respected force in Southeast Asia, you're honest, but it was a bit unusual for a royal to come to some bum cracking thongs do with the Australian king. And then when she and that Leonard McSmitho Sloan triple barrel Pommy surname bastard dickhead Jones disappeared, and he's a Cambridge wanker too, and fucking two, epiphany, click. Me, the world, the fact that I was clearing an entire village of people to keep my family in computer games and running shoes. The fact that I didn't chase her little smile, catch her name and take her home. The fact that I didn't join the IRA and build a guillotine and murder every last Tsar, Queen and wing a blue blow on earth. Bang! Epiphany. I saw God in my own image, you're honest. Opportunity, motive, weapon. I got up on the skylight, there they were, hammer and tongs, and I got her on tape. Bang, 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 fucking bang. Yeah, I did do it.
I like the escape idea, Dick. Come on, Troy, Doc.
Now look, first thing tomorrow, I'm not much of a loss. He's a doctor and I'm with plenty of Bugs Bunny dead, in fact. Nola and me, she's kind of lost interest. Just bought the kids a new computer so they won't have noticed I'm gone for a couple of years. I've got a favour to ask you, Buzz.
In light of the circumstances, of course.
When you get back to your work, that little girl, when she crops up, I want you to promise that you'll look after her.
What does she look like?
Black hair, little, Asian. No, I don't know, a little Asian girl. I'll figure it out before I go, but promise.
I'll find it.
Jesus, you're an attractive man when you're brave, Dick.
Tried it once. Journalism out there. Enough. Desperate shit. It didn't click, not for me. I'm no foreign correspondent. Doesn't matter. That's what the GI said. Doesn't matter. In the Huey. Blades thumping, murdering the fucking clouds like some angry bastard with a machete. It's my first gig, my one and only. The GI threw me a brochure, pocket-sized brochure, large individuals, these GIs. Had a pile of them, XXX, rated XXX. Well, that's what they were fighting for, females. He-males, she-males, jiggling bosoms and jangling bullets, click, thwack, slapping their guns into submission, blokey stuff, languid farts and mutual admiration. Primed, I suppose. Putrid. Bang, bang, bang. Lactating mams were censored. Black strips on the white tits, dog-eared strips saving me from the mummers. Human milk is a little beyond the pale. Pornographic, sick. Mothers and mams providing milk. They were fighting for her too. They dropped these mams on some idyllic village. Whew. Brochures breaking their necks. That'll give them something to think about, he said. We were penetrating deep into enemy lines to kick some mother's ass, it seemed. Penetrate and ass. A gunship bristling, penetrating alien codes, the jungle, their bodies, the sky, the dark. Heat seekers. Badass motherfuckers penetrating the jungle to kick some poor motherfucker's butt. In the name of the Father who art in heaven, knock and the door shall be broken. Seek and thou shalt destroy.
Close the door, Doc. I don't want to wake the others. Lock it, will you?
You bleeding, Dick?
Yeah, I'll burn out.
Out? Like out there?
Yeah, I did a run.
How far did you get?
Your office.
Come home. Still in one piece?
Not once I finished with it. Hey, guess what? I found her. She has a name. Katsini, but you already knew that, didn't you?
All these little girls look very much alike. I better attend to that wound.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're a doctor. A doctor who tells his wife she has a terminal disease.
Very stupid.
No, very smart, a doctor. Married to an attractive young wife, it'd be the last person you'd suspect. A doctor, and she's 9 years old.
Beautiful girl. I've been giving her special attention.
Special attention, eh? Bit of the old P word.
She loves me.
Loves you? Yeah, that's a particularly loving photo.
Yes. I am. Loving and kind and gentle.
Oh, you kind old rock spider. No shelter, hungry, what sort of Bubbles fucking for good measure?
These are Hills people. Their parents have sex in the same room. Plenty of it. They offer you their wives.
Not their little daughters, not their sons.
I've never taken a boy.
Oh, that's a relief. I was getting a bit judgmental. I apologise. It's okay then. He's straight, Constable. Give that man back his boiled waters and let him go.
Don't tell me you haven't supped on some of the local young delicacies.
Yeah, I have.
Checked their birth dates, did we? Let he who is innocent cast the first stone.
Oh, the innocent aren't here. But I'll cast the stone for him. Can kill a couple of birds here and get your worm off the hook. Two choices.
How so?
Our little friend, the camera here. You can confess how you clambered up on the skylight, took that footage, then bunged it on the internet.
Say yourself.
True, that's the icing on the cake, but these will be gone, and you'll be confessing to a misdemeanor in the Western world.
Let's move on to choice 2 then, shall we?
That's the bad news.
You're threatening my life.
Absolutely.
I'm a doctor. A damn good doctor. If it wasn't for people like me, your little girl Katini would probably be dead. So concerned as our Dick you bulldoze their forests, so idiots can swat idiotic little white balls, and for what?
To feed my kids?
Western kids are very fuel inefficient, Dad. You're part of the New World Order and you can't even see it. Do you know what the New World's ordering? A Big Mac, small fries and medium Coke, Daddy.
At least they don't bucks their teeth.
Don't pretend that children aren't sexual animals!
Two choices.
You hypocrite! Ah!
Concoction, eh? Bitter. Stings.
I'll take my chances with some rational human beings, thanks.
4, 3, and with feeling now.
After long deliberation, I've decided to step forward. I'd like to apologise to my fellow hostages. I took the film, the video of Princess Tay. I scrambled up onto the roof, but they were below me. I sincerely regret being forced to admit to this. Sincerely. I can only hope that the royal family, the people of Thalaymore, and the children, whom I genuinely love, can forgive. Perhaps let me go about my important work at some point. This is very
painful.
Yes.
Convincing. Humble. Bit of help from our Foreign Office weighing up the pros and cons. A good doctor. Perhaps a little overworked, perhaps a little mad, perhaps somewhere down the track.
Perhaps.
First thing you'll be back down the kindergarten sniffing little girls' tricycle suits again.
So concerned?
I am concerned.
Well, maybe I can pull a rabbit out of the hat.
Yeah. Pull a habit out of a rat.
You're safe, thank you.
I don't know whether I can keep my end of the bargain, Rocky. I just can't do it. Yeah, I'm safe, but, you know, if I ever hear you're pardoned or released, I'm posting your ass on the cyberspace. Nola will be this.
Cassandra charm as all Australians have breathed a sigh of relief tonight.
Thank you, Brian.
Troy, how long exactly were you held captive in the embassy?
32 days, Brian.
Nota O'Connor became the symbol of Western concern during the hostage affair. Is it true Richard O'Connor didn't survive the ordeal?
That's correct, Brian.
A source from inside the Thalaymorese government has leaked an unconfirmed report suggesting Mr. O'Connor may have taken his own life.
Dr. Kennedy will be conducting an autopsy today. However, it seems the most likely scenario.
The same Dr. Kennedy that was held hostage, is that correct?
That's right.
Am I to take it that he and his wife, Rosemary Kennedy, will be staying on in Thalaymore?
No, his wife flew out this morning.
And the doctor?
The doctor will be staying here in Thalaymore, assisting the effort to coordinate safe havens for the many refugees and orphan children.
What are your immediate plans now that the hostage drama is over?
It wasn't a drama, Brian, it was real. However, my immediate plans are to stay here in Thalaymore investigating a few matters.
Are you still the only Western journalist in Thalaymore?
No, I am not a Western journalist, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
Cassandra,
Yes, Brian.
you'll be joining us here in the studio next week.
Yes.
What do you think the outcome will be in Thalaymore?
Well, Brian, due to the alteration of historical borders by colonial powers, the English, French, Dutch, Spanish, mixed with the occupation by the Japanese, the US, Australian and Allied forces during World War II, compounded by the Vietnam conflict and Cold War intervention by the USSR, NATO and...
Sorry to cut you off there, Cassandra. Cassandra Chalmers will be joining our news team as of next week, heading a special report on how political unrest in Southeast Asia affects Western nations.
3 CIA intelligence agents holidaying in Iran have been arrested after accidentally setting fire to Tehran's most sacred mosque. An irate US...
Waco-style siege at the Vatican continues tonight.
Australia's anti-environment minister today claims the entire world will benefit from nuclear testing and compared it to the gains achieved by the life work of Madame Curie before she died of radiation sickness.
Atrocity.
Carnage.
Mass murder.
Scenes of destruction.
Genocide.
And here's what's happening in your neck of the woods, even as we speak.